Hello, Aquarius. This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. So this video is intended for all Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So if you'd like to check out your other astrological placements, please check out my other videos. So I was explaining in a previous video that it's like this week we're getting a new perspective on things, and that's because we just had a new moon solar eclipse. You know, it's kind of interesting. This eclipse ended a cycle and started a new one. And the reason I say that is because it was the last eclipse in a series dating back to April of 2023. So we're closing something out. But then now we're going to be focusing on new things, going into the next section of our lives. And that's because the North Node was focused on Aries and Libra, and now it's in Pisces and Virgo. So a lot more to do with our intuition. Let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this week. I'm curious to know, please let me know in the comments, how are you feeling? How have you navigated through these energies? So we have here new beginnings. That's exactly what I just said, right? So this is all about new beginnings and changes and the shadow. A lot of people, or a lot of zodiac signs, I should say, are getting the shadow card because it means we're working through things. We're doing shadow work. And with that, we have here forgiveness. It's time to forgive old energy and move past whatever it was that hurt us and birth a whole new cycle. I've seen the fertility card a lot, actually. Very much so in the earth sign reading. So if you have any earth sign placements, you might want to take a look at those videos. Now let's take a look at the challenge or obstacle for this week. And this basically would be what may create tension, resistance, or where do you need to pay some extra attention? Ace of Coins, a tangible new beginning. So, new beginnings. It's almost like an investment. It's like putting the first coin in the piggy bank. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to be open to a new home, a new job, a new relationship, or a new level at something, right? And with that, we have the Nine of Coins. Boy, I've seen this card umpteen times. Nine of Coins or Nine of Pentacles is feeling good in your own skin, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. I think the issue that we're having, and the more I do these readings, the more I see it, it's almost like there's this fear of what's coming next. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Can I have this? Can I really, really do this? And of course you can, but you have to give yourself some compassion and some grace and understand you've come so far. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to forgive yourself and others, because holding on to things, it just doesn't serve you. It's an old story. It's an old narrative. And with that, we have here the Queen of Coins. You might be thinking about your stability. You might be thinking about your finances. You might be wondering about how you're going to make things work. And the Emperor is about making a power move. And I always say we're here to play chess, not checkers. So I would advise you to be careful with making any lateral moves. We're not here to go left or right or backwards. We're here to go forward, but don't do something just for the sake of making a move. It was almost like the analogy that I always give about my previous employment. I was a high school teacher. If I leave one school just to go to another school to do the exact same thing, what's the purpose of that? There's got to be something in it for me, because you're going to deal with the same stuff, just a different location. So, in other words, if you're making a move that really brings nothing to you, then you've got to say, is it really worth it? Now, if it was for a promotion, if it was for something that brought you more abundance or more satisfaction, then absolutely. But just ask yourself right now, is it really worth it to you? Now, let's take a look here at an opportunity or gift. Like, what hidden blessing or opportunity or insight is available to you this week? Let's see. The Strength card. I think you're going to realize you're more powerful than you even thought. You have more strength than you could even imagine. You've been through a lot, because here's the 10 of Wands, burdens, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally exhausted. Now take a break if you need it, but it also is telling you to put down the burdens. You may even realize this week how much you need to put down these burdens. Well, there you go. 10 of Swords. I've seen a combination of the 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords throughout many of these readings. 1010 could be an angel number that you're seeing. This is really signaling a change, okay? Because 1 plus 0 is a 1. Endings are beginnings. So let's see, it's very reminiscent of this eclipse. And there's the Six of Pentacles, equal giving and receiving and balance. I mean, you have an opportunity to find more balance in your life. Now, let's take a look at what action to take. So this basically means what's the most aligned action or attitude to move through the week with clarity and confidence. Now, keywords, clarity and confidence. You've got to make a decision. You've got to be confident in the decision that you need to make. Are you in the old or are you in the new? And there's the Justice card, more balance. I mean, this is the major arcana. That's the minor arcana. We want balance, balance of our masculine and feminine energies. Again, equal giving and receiving. This could even be legalities, paperwork, contracts. There could be something about work here. Like I said, if I'm giving you a work example, there must be a reason. You might be contemplating your work. Okay. Now, here's the 10 of Cups, which I've seen nonstop as well. Another 10. Look at 10, 10, 10. Okay. 10 of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment and happiness. It's one thing to ask for it, another thing to allow it. And there's the Four of Wands, 11, 11. If you're seeing 11, 11, that's beautiful. It's telling you start something new. But it's not that you're starting at zero. I just want to remind you, you're starting with knowledge that you didn't have before. Now, I have a kitty cat that's about to jump up here. She's looking at me. She's looking at the camera. Let's see. Let's see how long it takes her. This is a message from your higher self. And apparently my kitty cat Karma has some messages that she wants you to know. If you could only see her face right now. Oh, there we go. You know, that look of like, I'm going to come and interrupt this. Oh my goodness, kitty. Okay. So this is a reminder or wisdom from your higher self or spirit guides to keep in mind this week. So let's see. Two of Pentacles. You got to simplify your life. You need balance. If you're juggling everything, it's not helping you. What's at the top of your priority list, Aquarius? And the Ace of Wands, there's a reminder here that there's a spark in you, a brand new beginning. That's what happens when you start seeing 1111. It's a spark. Either a person sparks you, a life event sparks you. Now, unfortunately, sometimes those life events can be, you know, death and grieving, as in the loss of somebody you really care about, or the loss of a relationship, grieving a separation, a divorce. It could be a health crisis. It could be anything that is sparking you to make major life changes. And here we have the King of Swords. Now, I saw that earlier as well. I mean, that's that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that says you got to detach a little bit from your emotions. I think you're more sensitive than people even realize, Aquarius. And here is the High Priestess. You will get more information the more you seek it. The more you take steps, the more knowledge you gain, the more information she will reveal. I mean, she is the keeper of secrets. Now, let's take some last bit of guidance here. Let's see what you need to know. We're going to use this Moonology deck. And we have here, nothing will come of the situation doesn't mean nothing will happen. It actually, I don't know why it says that, because in the book of this deck, it talks about how worrying will do nothing for your current situation. So worrying right now, not worth it to you. Nothing is set in stone. You can't control everything. You've got to ride the wave a little bit. And this came out in the Virgo reading. Now, I don't know if you have any Virgo placements or dealing with the Virgo, but you might want to have a look. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Stop worrying. Ride the wave, because it's all going to be okay. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.